Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Seri Sims. Tonight we're over at the brand new Ledesia location, The Hub, with this lovely lady, Devinya Belltone. Devinya is a teen who just moved in with her brother. Her brother Drake works as a medical engineer for the town of Ledesia. Devinya, who is an orphan and is under the guardianship of her older brother, moved in with him since she didn't really have anywhere else to go. She is a eccentric, genius, natural-born performer, perfectionist, virtuoso, romance sim, with the lifetime wish of becoming a professional party guest, and an awesome little pout. She's pretty cool. She's very eccentric. She loves collecting clothes and odd colors, and she loves playing music instruments. Though unfortunately, right now, she's not very good at it. With a dream to become a professional party guest, what she wants to do is first reach the top of the music career. And then after she reaches the top of the music career, well, who would turn her down? So her brother was out late at work, and so we brought her here to a brand new little place, very hard to see in the dark. But this is the Hub. This is where music aficionados of Ledesia can come to share their passions. As you can see, everyone's crowding around upstairs to watch Cody play the guitar. And kind of flirting with her too. Oh, nope, they're flirting with Kimberly. But we are here to give Devinya some practice with playing some music and also an opportunity to meet other Sims. Let's see if we can get anyone from upstairs down here to chit-chat. Cody seems like she'd be pretty cool to talk with. Oh, you're not needing a nap outside, honey. We'll make this quick. Let's see. I think she already knows Kyle. We'll just make it simple. Hey, Frel. Frel Cat's pretty cool. And here she is, just tapping away. She looks totally at peace, too. Awesome. Why don't you chit-chat? Oops, you should have talked about hobby. Music and dance! Right now she's going to talk about milkshakes. You attracted a cat talking about milkshakes. Meanwhile, this poodle dog is going upstairs. Now, Kimberly and Trevor here are two townies, but every time I go to a community lot, they're just all over each other. So I might end up having to, like, marry them off for story's sake. They can have babies in the background. Wow, everyone's going upstairs. Of course you're gonna complain, guys. You're crowding the area. Get out of there. Oh, good. These two are getting along very well. But yeah, Devinya is pretty cool. She really breaks a lot of rules, though. She does not go to school anymore. She already got her high school degree. She tested out at a really young age and just has no interest in wasting her time in public places like that. Yay, now they can talk about music. So she spends all of her time just kind of working in the music career. Right now she's a summer camp teacher. And when she's not doing that, she is flirting it up with her friend with benefits, Leon Eureka. Yes, the Leon Eureka. Member of the Eureka clan. The dog just like fell from upstairs. That's so cute. She's just napping away. See, she loves music. She doesn't care that everybody is all playing drums and the guitar. She just wants to chill and listen to it all. Oh, you know how I love hiding Easter eggs in the lots I build? Well, here, the Easter egg is this tiny family of octoplushies that lives under the couch. You wouldn't see them unless you go down at an angle. They're really cute. But yeah, I actually built this lot while I was watching gameplay Jenny's channel, which I found through the Just Channel's channel for Let's Plays. Hey now, Joseph. You're looking pretty hot there, dude. I think we might wake her up to say hi to you. But yeah, our Devinya here was... Devinya? She kind of breaks the rules. She's often going to the Blue Dog Bar to get drinks, so she participates in some scandalous underage drinking. Oh my gosh. You guys. That's too funny. He's just dancing the night away there. Oh, he's too cool. We'll have to introduce her. And she also flirts with adults. I'm always kind of iffy about that, but I let ACR kind of take its route. Push things a little bit if I feel it's appropriate. She's just one of those young kids who feels like they're already grown up and living on that edge. Those two are probably discussing like honeymoon things. They're just always all over each other. They crack me up. Well, we'll let her nap for just a little bit longer, and then we're going to introduce her to Joseph, I think. As a proper romance sim, she really is just kind of interested in one thing. Well, I'm going to college. I give her kudos for that, but I wonder if she'd bother since she just wants to be a professional party guest all her life. Alright, that is kind of cute. I'm going to take a picture. I know that they're just townies, but I love my townies too. I love my townies almost as much as my playable sims, because they're fun, they're unpredictable, they're random, they do things that, you know, I can't control. I love how Frill is just like patting away on that drum. She's like, dun, dun, dun. I give them traits too. Actually, I know that Frill's traits, since I have the list up right now, she's a member of a garden club, a fortune sim. Frail is artistic, handy, a loner, a meat lover, and generous. And that just totally fits her. So she loves her burgers, but she's very artistic, which probably explains what she's doing here. Oh no, he's probably gonna leave. Oh, too late. Oh wait, he's doing something. He was gonna try to play the violin. Lady, greet him. I know you're like not quite dating, but yeah, you're dating Leon, but whoa. And there's bolts. Let's see. Talk about music and dance. Let's see what happens. Except you can't see bolts between a teen and an adult. And I don't mean for this relationship to seem skeezy to people either. I consider her, even though her age bar is really low, I consider her to be like really close to adulthood. There we go. They can just chit-chat innocently right now. Well, I'm just going to peek because this is like the only way. Wow! I think they're going to be like triple bolters. Joseph? We'll keep an eye on you. He's got impeccable fashion taste too. I knew this would be a perfect place for her to come, because remember how I said Sims, to prevent the isolated loner issues, she loves fashion, so they're on the right track, that Sims have in Ledesia, since, you know, a lot of the genius types are like, no, I just want to stay in my house, leave me alone. Well, to prevent that from happening, they have to go out at least once a week to one of the societies or clubs of their choice, and for Devinya, she goes out almost every single night anyway. But I made this for her and other musically inclined Sims. The city is still growing. It does take a while, because I have to build everything as the need arises, instead of just like going out and having the city pre-made. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, stop it! They're eating the grass that's surrounding the fountain, and possibly drinking from the fountain at the same time. Can you tell them a good joke? They're getting along pretty good. Tell a story about fame, because you're gonna be famous, bro. Hey, get out of there. Stop it. Oh man, get out of there. Who named you that anyway, Stray? He's kind of this cute, weird, long-haired poodle thing. Silly animal. Well, that went over well, too. Wow, they're like really getting to know each other pretty good. Nope, I don't want that button. Let's try chatting again. He's so cool. I think that Miss Cat here has entered into a trance state. There we go. She finally stopped. I was really beginning to think that she had just, like, gone on. Oh, and now she's playing the little drums. Okay. That's fine, honey. You go ahead and you enter that little weird trance that you're falling into. Talking about the weather. You stop that! Oh man, stop that right now. We're gonna scold him. That's a no. That's a no because that is... I don't remember what that is, but it's a piece of music that you don't need to be tearing up. Or a musical instrument. Shh, it's only 4 in the morning, guys. Give me a break. Oh, she's gonna gossip about... See, that's the... But that's the barkeeper that gives you underage drinks, my dear. I really didn't think you'd be so hard on him. Let's see, she is kind of flirty though, so I think I'll toss one flirt at him. What would she do? I think she'd just be kind of charming, like innocently charming. What? He got aspiration points from that. Her eyebrow. Miss Cat is like, I see nothing, I hear nothing, I don't need to report anything. Nothing illegal going on here. Cat cracks me up. I think that she just fell in love with Miriam, didn't she? We took lots of pictures of that in the last episode or so. Ack. I still can't see like how many bolts she would have because she's just a teen. That's okay. I think... Let's see. And then... With the flirty wolf whistle, she will now exit the lot. And they're friends. They must be like high-end bolts. Oh, it's raining. I'm sorry, honey. You could just walk home, but since it's raining, we'll call a taxi, and plus I still haven't found that mod yet. Kimberly, I don't know if that's such a good idea. Cat, because it's easier to say than Frail. I'm probably saying her name totally wrong, too. Honey. I'm gonna take a picture of that just because I think you're adorable. But I really think... Oh, look at her little freckles. She is so cute. She's just like slipped into her own little world here. She's a cutie. Oh, I didn't give you a chance to play, did I? I'm sorry. That's one of the reasons we came here. Don't eat the dog. I don't care if you're hungry. No wonder he doesn't like you. He's like, you can't eat me. Back off, lady. Don't eat the grass either. Just leave. Go home, Kimberly. Go home and you can find food. You don't need to eat the grass or the dog. Oh man, I would run for it. Yeah, there's her brother Drake on the little, like, family loading screen. Drake's pretty cool. He's a loner. I think he's also a genius. He likes tinkering. That's his favorite hobby. He spends his time building robots when he isn't at work. And he actually got snagged up temporarily by the cougar of the town, Zafira Natali. She has a habit of picking up genius young men who she finds enthralling, but then getting bored of them, or the relationships just don't work out for another reason. And he seems to have fallen into her clutches most recently. Though, you know, I say clutches loosely. He's definitely enjoying the relationship. Though they only have one bolt, so, and that was a completely autonomous relationship that happened while I was out with Sky in another place. Alright, we're home. And I know it's going to be really hard to see, but this is a treehouse. I love it. It's really cool. Let's back up a little bit. Slow camera, slow. It's like, but don't you want good pictures? Not right now, camera. There we go. It's a tree house next to another tree house with multiple usages of trees and like little patios and things. I really like it. You'll get a better view of it in the morning when you can actually see some light. So what's the story with these guys? Well, right now, Drake, who's off at work, he really wants to just work on building better robots, his favorite robots, and we'll go into his room to check it out, are ones that mimic human nature as much as possible. So he brings home a lot of his studies for how bones work, how the muscle system works, how the body system works, because he wants to see what he can do. Also, he has a little guinea pig named Opticus. He really wanted a guinea pig. He does get lonely. He also has a bunch of clocks just for decoration. And a telescope, but he's never really looked through it. He's too busy tinkering and building his little robots. Then down here is Devinya's bedroom. She has a little freezer bunny collection, and she got an acoustic guitar that she's still learning to play, not badly. She's not very good. All of everything that she randomly rolled for skills, like logic and creativity, were at the bottom. So she's working on building those creativity skills. We'll let her take a quick shower. But yeah, this is the treehouse. For some reason my lights just keep doing this funny thing. So every time I load it up, I have to click on them and replace them so that they actually work. You can see what the heck is going on. Hey. Then get back on the fence. The fence of bushness. It's a hedgery. No. Ah! Now I'm just like... Oh, okay. Nope. There. Ha. Okay, done. Silly things. Yeah, I like her room. She's got a flower plant precariously perched on the windowsill. She's got some jam under her bed because she likes to snack on jam. Really, I was just going through the decorative folder, and it seemed perfect for her. She's eccentric. I get to just kind of play around with whatever she might like. It's pretty cool. But yeah, most of the time, her best friend and friend with benefits is Leon Eureka, so they meet up quite a lot. She's also good friends with Lena, Leon's cousin. I mean, come on, the town is mostly Eureka's. What do you expect? Why don't you have dinner? What's something nice and fast, so you like don't have to cook very long. You can just be like, oh, it's good dinner. Why don't you have a banana open face sandwich? Because that sounds yummy. And besides, this is a tropical area, and if I scroll up and out and get out of the tree, ha! You can see the Golson's house, and then over there is Tritop Islands, where you can get fresh bananas. Oh, and over here, I haven't introduced you guys to it yet, but this is Heart Clinic. It's the clinic where people can go for their health care. Still working on building things like the school and stuff like that. For now, I just imagine everyone goes over to the Eureka's house, since Bredith Eureka is in charge of running the educational system in the school in Ledesia. I think they all just go over to the Eureka house and he teaches them there. I mean, it's just the Eureka kids and Natali's eldest son, after all. There you go, honey. Eat your sandwich and then we'll get you off to bed. It is the middle of the night. But yeah, Devinya seems pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to see where she goes. She's one of those young teens who is a lot more adult than people give her credit for. She definitely keeps her brother in line. Drake really wouldn't be able to remember to pay the bills and be able to work up the nerve to go out and get groceries without her. He's just such a, timid little loner dude. Speaking of which, welcome home, Drake. You're kind of miserable, aren't you? Stiff and uncomfortable, and you want to look through the telescope. It just doesn't sound like a good idea to me. He's got plenty of skill points going on here. He's in the medical track, and it says he's a paramedic, but with a little imagination, I can make that into like entry level for whatever a bioengineer medical person would be. Why don't we get him upstairs, take a shower real quick, and he can chill out with a nice book maybe, rest those tired bones of his. He also has to feed the guinea pig. I don't want what did I name him again? Opticus? Opticus. I don't want Opticus to die. But yeah, basically, Drake is gonna work on building robots that mimic human life as much as possible. And, of course, everyone knows where that ends up once you get the best of the robotics badges. But I forgot just how long it takes to get those robotic badges going. Alright, Drake. Poor buddy, he's getting like no comfort release at all. Do you want to go up? Okay, yeah, he won't stargaze right now. We'll just have him go sleep. I'm kind of hoping he gets abducted and has an alien baby. Ooh, red plum bob. It's been a while since I've seen that. I feel like I get a slap on the back of my hand. Like, bad, Simmer, bad. Look how miserable he is. Dang, his comfort is just like... I think he suffers from bad bones. I'm gonna build a massage parlor just for you, dude. Just for you, so that we can get a nice massage going and you won't be in such pain. He is a pretty sim though, see? Not bad look. Oh, he's shy. Drake, I'm trying to show you off. Not bad looking. And he takes care of his younger sister. Kudo points for that. She's a handful. I like it that she's got the little hanging hammock bed. I just think that would be so cool. Could rock you to sleep. But yes, this is the Belltones. They're being boring and sleeping, so we'll fast forward. Basically, Devinya is always just getting into trouble, in quotations, because she never gets in trouble. She's always just doing things that most people probably wouldn't suggest for a young lady of her age. Like sneaking out to Blue Dog Bar so she can play the acoustic guitar there very badly. And she's always rolling once. This is her acoustic guitar. And when she wakes up in the morning, she practices. There you go, honey. She's gonna leave soon so she can go teach bad music to a bunch of children. She's not very good at it, you see. Meanwhile, Drake... Triple bolts with Valerie. Again, Valerie just has triple bolts with all the men in Ledesia. It cracks me up. Everyone is just like, Valerie, Eureka is the most gorgeous woman in the world. They've got all these huge crushes on her. We'll just let him sleep. Play that music, honey. Even though you really suck at it right now. Wow, you're a genius and everything else is cool, but not the music. Also works here. Oh well, you know, she's got a little bit of time. She's like, oh yeah, I have no clue what I'm doing. I imagine she's one of those people who always makes you feel like they're smarter than you, just a little bit, so you're always not quite sure where you stand with them. But she's got a quick smile. And here's the treehouse in the daytime, so you can actually see what it looks like. It's got this gigantic tree. And, ooh, made the camera mad. Several stories high. The house is built into the tree. You can see Devinya down there. She's going down. There's several patios. It's not the best, but it's the second treehouse I built. The first one's over here, and it actually does look good when you go into the lot. The tree moved on me when you're in lot view. But yeah, this is their house. Not bad, not bad. And I think... Drake! What was that? Oof. Let me in. Silly camera. Drake, take care of your guinea pig. He doesn't deserve any rough handling. Clean up the kisses cage now. Don't be silly. Don't punch him! I said clean his cage. Okay, that's better. He really does love his little guinea pig. I think he got the calico one. Hi, cutie, see? They usually communicate early in the morning every morning. I love guinea pigs. I wish we could feed them like apple and lettuce treats. That would be awesome. Just watch, I'll put some in there with no MSP just because. There you go, Drake. Now what does Drake want out of life? Well, his traits are a little more couch potato, clumsy, eco-friendly loner, workaholic. So he doesn't ever really miss work, which is why he went to work yesterday, even though he was miserable. He's still miserable. His comfort is just in the dirt. I guess we'll have him go downstairs. Ooh, you know, studying physiology would totally be something he would do. Oh, it's the most stressful part of the day. Whoops! The maid is coming in. He gets very stressed when strangers come over to his house, so he tends to just try to go into a corner and ignore them. I imagine studying physiology is an important part of learning how to make robots that mimic real life as much as possible. So we'll make the physiology thing a prerequisite for building a servo. I'm not gonna let Drake here just make like the most perfect companion ever just out of metal, just because he's got the gold badge. I'm gonna make him have to work for building this servo. The question is, what will his extra challenges be? And is this chair comfortable enough? I feel like I need to get him a hyper super duper comfy chair so he can just sit here and unwind. Also, I love how you can see the floral laboratory from his window. You can just peek out of there and be like, oh, awesome, the floral lab. It's so cool. I've never really had a neighborhood that was this built up in my life. I've always just had like random house and then random placement of things. So to be able to come out here and be like, oh look, there's the main square, there's the hub where we were just at for the music, over here's where the Natalis and Dr. Hart live, and over there, yep, over there, if the tree would get out of the way, you can see the aquarium. Down that road, you can't see it, but down that road or the other, like the recycling center and the water treatment plant and the place where you can get on the monorail. Oh, and look, you can see the hill, the little hill, that very unique sim, Enya Stalking lives at. Can you see up the Eureka's hill? Nope, you can't see up the Eureka's hill to their houses, but that is very fitting because they're the Eurekas. Can you see? Yeah, you can see if you look way far down there, you can see where Natalie Greenhart's farm is, and then there's Sprouted, that green building, hiding right behind the Heart Clinic. Yeah, this is becoming super awesome. I love it, because we know everybody, and we know their story, and we know why things got built the way they did. It's just so cool. Who's that? It's that chick, Sio, whose name I can't pronounce, who's triple bolters with Kyle Golson. She's still pretty. It's so frustrating when you find triple bolters, like with your Sims, for me, because obviously you want them to end up together, but that just seems so easy. I like to make things harder on my Sims. Sometimes you run into those triple bolters in life, and for one reason or another, you don't end up with them, but they're still awesome people. You can still be happy having known them. It's a special time in your life, even if you didn't end up together. Like poor Rosalind, who has dropped down to one bolt with her husband, so they don't really have any attraction to each other anymore. But she has triple bolts with, the people that she might have affairs with. in that case, I wouldn't exactly condone everything, but you know what? She wants to live it up. And off goes the maid. By the way, did you notice just which maid came here? Let me see if I can catch him. Where are you? There you are. Hey, it's Earl Isaac. Remember that maid that Seri Altair is sleeping with? One of her boyfriends, who's also happens to be an elf? Where here he is, sneaking around Ledesia, doing who knows what with the information that he can collect from these households. He's a sneaky man. He goes in and everyone ignores him because he's the maid, but he's really collecting information about them. I wonder what he's gonna do with it. I wonder if it's just like this curious hobby he's doing. What are you up to, Earl? I'm watching you. Or if he's participating with the evil elf witch who makes Oak Grove so miserable. I'm worried she's going to be up to stuff in Oak Grove. We'll have to see. But alright. As you can tell, Drake is the most fascinating sim in the world. He's just... I mean, this is riveting. How will we tear our eyes away? Well, we're going to have to. Because it's time to wrap this episode up. As he turns page after page and his slow journey to build his comfort back up. So tonight I will leave you with this really weird fact that I learned tonight, actually, about a species of, oh, well, I suppose you'd call them, like, sea worms? They're the Osedax, O-S-E-D-A-X worms. They're nicknamed zombie worms because they live inside of the skeletons, the literal bones, of decomposing whales. That is where they live, that's where they mate, that's where they raise their young, and then they spread through the ocean looking for another dead whale, and they secrete an acid that makes a hole that they burrow into the bones so they can get to the really nutritious oils that are inside of those bones, the marrow, and then they live inside the whale. And I'm just like, what? But beyond that, the females are also really, really big. And the males live inside the females, since in the ocean you don't want to have to look for mates too hard, because it's the ocean. You know when people tell you that saying, well, there's more than one fish in the sea? Yeah, the problem is, the ocean is huge, the sea is gigantic. How are you going to find other fish? They're octopus, they're fishing like people, they're like squid. They could eat you. You're not going to find that other fish before you get eaten. The whole point is to find a fish within your school, or, in the case of the Oxydox worm, who lives inside of the bones of dead whales, to just keep your males tucked up inside of you. They can keep up to 100 males just collected, like, inside of the worm, so that way it has a constant store of genetic participation so they can make babies. Whew. This world is so awesome. Anyway, thank you for joining me on Seri Sims. Wrapping up Sims and storytelling with a dash of science. Sometimes I say it in different orders. Thank you guys. It's been another wonderful day as we watch as Drake continues his fascinating study. Just thrilled by, man, I hated physiology, so I don't know what he's going on about. No, I like physiology, right? Anyway, now I'm babbling. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you next time.